In May 2018, the Rwanda Development Board unveiled a 3-year partnership with Arsenal Football Club, a move that took the world by surprise. The Rwandan brand, Visit Rwanda, will be the club's official tourism partner and its first league partner. Although no official figures were confirmed, the deal was rumored to be worth up to $40 million. And as part of the deal, players from both Arsenal's men's and women's teams were due to visit Rwanda, and Arsenal's coaches will hold coaching camps to support the development of the game for boys and girls in the country. According to Arsenal, the club's shirt is seen 35 million times a day globally. The then Arsenal's chief commercial officer, Vinay Venkatson, speaking on the matter, said, "This is an exciting partnership which will see us support Rwanda's ambition to build their tourism industry. Visit Rwanda will gain global exposure through branding on matchday LED boards at the Emirates Stadium, all the interview backdrops, and a broad range of other marketing rights." In this video, we will take a critical look at this partnership and determine if it's a smart move for both parties. Although the deal was a move by the Rwanda Development Board, it is worth mentioning that the deal was announced days after Paul Kagame, the president of Rwanda, made his commitments as an Arsenal fan known to the world. This move was heavily criticized by some politicians in the UK and the Netherlands, who happen to be Rwanda's biggest donors. The deal is part of Rwanda's broader strategy to develop tourism, which in 2017 accounted for about 12.7% of its GDP and $400 million in revenue. The country sees upmarket leisure and convention tourism as an important growth sector. Rwanda is ranked as the second easiest place to do business in Africa by the World Bank. For us now, this is an opportunity to expand its already large fan base in Rwanda and Africa as a whole. You may ask this question: of all the clubs in the world, why was Arsenal chosen? Well, that's a good question, and here are 2 reasons. 1. Arsenal is a football club. I know that sounds a bit obvious, but hold on. Football, by far, is the world's most popular sport. Arsenal FC is a very popular club worldwide, with an estimated number of 100 million people, including tourists, watching them on match days. In contrast, imagine if this deal was made with a hockey club or a volleyball club. Not many people will get exposed to the Rwandan brand. Number 2. Although already stated, Arsenal FC is widely popular in Africa. This provides an opportunity to seamlessly link these 2 continents and develop the game in Africa especially. Again, in contrast, do you think the Rwandan brand would have made a deal with a club like Nottingham Forest? In just a year into the deal, the Rwandan Development Board said the partnership resulted in benefits valued at $44 million. If the rumors of the deal being worth $40 million is anything to go by, then the RDB has already recouped their estimated investment. The Rwandan Development Board further says 71% of the millions of Arsenal fans globally did not think of Rwanda as a tourist destination before the partnership, and at the end of the first year, half of Arsenal fans would consider Rwanda as a destination to visit. Beige Kariza, who is the chief tourism officer of the Rwandan Development Board, also added that content created to promote the country as a holiday destination, aided by a tie-up with the National Geographic, has seen at least 4.3 million interactions over social media and other activations. People visiting from the UK alone in 2018 has increased by 5%. This is just the first year. However, with travel restrictions due to the pandemic, the Rwanda Development Board should expect figures to decrease, even though Rwanda is now open for tourism. This is a classic example of how useful sports marketing is. Form a partnership with the sports team that is followed by a large number of your target audience. Your brand gets exposed to these fans, and some do consider patronizing your product or service. Although this video looks primarily at the Arsenal Visit Rwanda deal, it's worth mentioning that in December 2019, the RDB signed a 3-year premium deal with Paris Saint-Germain. The deal is reported to be worth $11 million. The agreement affords the Visit Rwanda branding on warm-up jerseys worn by the players before every match, and the LED perimeter board signage around Parc des Princes Stadium. Visit Rwanda will also receive player access rights for promotional work, including visits to the country, where a PSG club academy will be created in the capital, Kigali. This is another brilliant move by the Rwandan Development Board. as it attempts to lure some of the over 90 million tourists that visit France every year. PSG, on the other hand, is awarded a unique opportunity to grow its popularity in Africa. With academies in Morocco and Egypt, this deal will increase the popularity of PSG in Central Africa. This may be a surprise to you, but Rwanda isn't the only African brand that sponsors major sports teams overseas. In the EPL alone, there's Banque de Care, an Egyptian bank that also sponsors Arsenal. There's Chivita, a Nigerian juice company that sponsors Manchester United. Alex Bank, an Egyptian bank that sponsors Liverpool FC. Star Beer, a Nigerian liquor company that sponsors Manchester City, and many more. I hope this video has helped you better understand how the Visit Rwanda deal is shaped and why it's a smart move for all parties involved. If you've enjoyed this video, a like and a subscription will be very much appreciated. Also, check our previous video on why North Africa dominates African football. And also take a moment to follow us on our social media platforms on Instagram and on Facebook at Beige Sports.